Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy aDudemanbro, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. You know, it's the last video of the day. I promised you guys that. It's the penny stock video, and I hope you guys are super excited because I think we are going to have a heck of a stock market next week. We have quite a few to go over here and quite a lot of information to cover, so I'm just going to jump right into it. If you find this video entertaining or if you learned something, you like my face, whichever one it is, if you want to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, it would really help the channel out a lot. But anyway, let's jump right into this here. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is stock ticker BBI, and this is a biotech company. And I said it in, I think, 2 videos ago that I think that we're starting to see kind of a sector change from the EV types of stocks to biotechs. Seems like biotechs are starting to, biopharmas are starting to really go off a lot more than what EV stocks are. So I'm very bullish on that. And let's bring up the first one here. So first thing I want to say is, as of Thursday, they received a letter that they gained back compliance. So, I mean, that is awesome news, and it's going to be pushing the stock up more. On top of that, we had publication in Japan. Their gel is doing really good, you know, dermatologist, which is, you know, pretty decent. They also have one other catalyst that they're working on, so kind of bullish sign for that one. I want to say that the insider ownership is about 34%, which is pretty good for a stock like this. Short ratio 29%, so we're on the high end of that. I definitely see this one, if this one pulls back even a little bit more, I easily see this one going to $1.50 to $2, and as right now it's just about $1.30. So I would just wait for the pullbacks on this one. This one might open up on Monday quite high because it regained the compliance. Normally people love that. We'll have to see how it opens up, but the chart I think is amazing. We're starting that uptrend, and I think that this one is going to start seeing some newer highs and some awesome gains. But okay, next one I'm going to talk about is NOVN, and I like this one a lot. This is one of the only ones from last year, basically around this February/March time, that hasn't really went off that crazy amount. You know, there's BNGO and NDM, MVIS, UAVS. All those have kind of went off recently. This is one of the only ones that hasn't really went off too crazy, even though we were at about 30-40 cents. But that was kind of the pullback for a lot of things. I think that this one is going to be seeing a $2 push here very soon. I think that we're going to start seeing this uptrend. Like I said, the chart looks amazing. I think that the buying that went on last week and the following week is amazing. And if we can just bring up a couple things, they just got patent news that is very bullish. I think once people start to actually follow this and pick this up, I think that we're going to start see, like I said, a $2 plus gain on this one. On top of that, 16% insider holding the float. On top of that, too, we have 11% institutions. Pretty decent. Also, short float is 32%. Kind of just want to bring that up. I'm going to be talking about that a lot too, because that's just kind of an extra wild card that it could possibly see a squeeze and a possible huge gains here, where, you know, you're hitting those halting going up and whatnot. So, but that's what I like about that one. Next one I want to talk about is one that I'm super happy about. I was able to get into it on Friday for really cheap, under $1, and I'm holding about 500 shares as of right now, and I think it has a lot of room to go. I think it's going to open up almost $2 plus. It actually just got a evaluation of $1 billion, and actually that's where the $9 price target comes from, basically. On top of that, short ratio 25%. I mean, that's pretty huge. On top of the new price target and how much buying that went on, there was very little selling that went on Friday, and if there was, it was bought up. The whole wall was bought up instantly almost. So I'm very bullish on this. I think that we're going to be seeing some awesome gains. I don't think that we're going to see $9 on this, but I think that we could easily see $4 at most, if not, around the $3 to $2.50. I think we're going to see around that. But So keep an eye on that one. Another one I want to bring up is AMC, and I meant to cover this last week, but I didn't get a video out. Very bullish on AMC. They're kind of going through bankruptcy right now. They're talking about it. The volume is crazy. I like to compare this one to kind of a Hertz, and that's why Hertz is right underneath it, or, you know, even a Loan, or, you know, just a couple of companies that went bankrupt, and a lot of volume went flying into those stocks. I think almost the same thing is happening with this stock. We'll have to see what happens totally, but I see it possibly going even to break highs, you know, especially like I said, what Hertz did. It could possibly be hitting that $5 plus in no time, especially with, you know, Biden talking about the relief package. It definitely does have a good amount of shorts in this one too. If I can just bring up that real quick. Short ratio is 25%. So this is another one though that a lot of people were comparing to GameStop that might possibly have a short squeeze. I think it's a better chance of that happening on this stock, and I actually should have covered this on my last video that was possible GameStop short squeeze, because I think this one, more people that see the bankruptcy are going to be starting to short it, and if that happens, we could easily see a short squeeze and a $5 plus on this one. Slash the bullish marks for it going to bankruptcy. It's really weird how that works when it goes into bankruptcy and it could still, you know, make money and everything. I think that a lot of people love to jump on that. Short term, I see AMC as a very, very good pick. Long term, I do not see it being a very good pick at all. I think that it's too volatile for what I want for a long-term stock, and I would suggest if you don't have any day trades or if you're not a day trader, it might possibly be okay for a swing trade, but if you're trying to get long-term with this, I would not recommend it whatsoever. Next one I'm going to talk about is TRXC. I've covered this on my last subscriber giveaway video, so I'm not really going to go into too much detail of it, but very bullish on it. We actually went up over 20% after hours, and I think it's just the start. You know, I covered that in the last video, so I'm not really going to say it, like I said, but we look like we're going to be starting a huge uptrend and possibly new highs on this stock, and I'm very bullish on that. So next two I'm going to talk about are EV plays that I think are very undervalued right now. My homeboy DPW, I called it many times at about $2 to $3. It went up to $10, and then it's been coming down shortly. They've been building new facilities, and even the CEO is talking about the positive news of, you know, going forward with this company. I think that this company is not going to be under $6 for very long. I think we're going to see a $7, $8 push, especially with all the other EVs going crazy. Kind of have to see if EV takes a back burner to bios next week. If that's the case, I might actually even load up even more if this drops to $4 or even lower than that. Very much see this one popping up and going crazy. Next one I want to say is a little bit of a riskier play, but it's KXIN, and this is a Chinese EV play. I say this one is a very risky one because they are reviewing different Chinese EV types of stocks and actually Chinese stocks in total. But I see this one as a risk to reward is right where I need it to be, especially I got a good amount of shares at about $4.02. So I think that that's a very good risk to reward there. I could see it possibly, if enough people get into it and enough people have FOMO with this one, could easily 2x, you know, by a month or two. So that's why I'm in this one. But I definitely have to tell you guys that this is a one that you should probably not go into if you don't have too much capital or if you can't risk that much money. So next two I'm going to talk about are pharma plays, and they are plays that I believe I talked about in the past. ITRM, I'm very bullish on this stock. I think that we're on an uptrend, and we've seen a huge amount of buying last week. We hit the overbought, but I'm not very scared about that whatsoever. I think that that's going to change. First of all, insider ownership is 22%. Very good on that. 10% institutional ownings. Awesome. Short ratio, 29%. We could see a possible short squeeze. Never know on that one. Also, the thing I like about this one is 42 million share float. Very small float. If enough people, like I say, FOMO, get into it, it could easily see a run up into some huge numbers. It has a gap up potential of over $2, $3, and actually $6 actually if you go way back. So I mean, very bullish on those signs. On top of that too, I suggest you guys go in and check out their presentation. But they have a potential approval for the second half of 2021, and that's the catalyst that we're waiting on for the stock. I definitely think under $2 is a very good price for the stock, but I would suggest you, if you're very worried about the stock, $1.75, put it on your watch list, wait for $1.75, $1.80 or under, and load up, because I think that this one could see a $4 plus in 2 months or so. Last one I'm going to talk about is CRBP, and this is one that I am super bullish on too. I think that we've seen a little bit of a pullback, and I like that a lot. I'm going to be watching this one going into next week's stock market, because it dropped from 9 all the way down to even like $1 at one time. So, I mean, it dropped quite a lot. So I definitely think that this upside was definitely worth it, or definitely needed. But a few things I want to talk about with this one. 15% is owned by insider. It's pretty decent. Over 100% by institutions. That's because there's probably a good amount of shorts in there, and that's what I wanted to bring up. The short volume is 30%. This one is definitely another good candidate for a squeeze, I think. I think with the huge amount of upside that it's had in the last, it's went over 200% in the last 2 weeks or so. This one could be a very good candidate for that squeeze, and this one go $4 plus. I'm going to be waiting for the under $2. If it does hit under $2, I think that's a very good risk to reward right there. We'll have to see where it opens up, like I said, but I think that we're in an uptrend for sure on this one. We'll have to see, like I said, going into Monday, but very bullish on this one, and I think that we can see some amazing gains here. So that's the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you are on any of these stocks, or if you have any other stocks that you are bullish on going into Monday. I love to communicate with you guys in the comments below. You guys are amazing, and you guys have some amazing picks sometimes. So keep up the great work, and I really appreciate it. That's the video basically, though. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Patreon, I have my links in the description below. Also, if you'd like to check out any platforms that I use, I have my Robinhood and Webull in the description below also. Webull's doing a promotion for 4 free stocks. If you would like to check them out and deposit $100 within the first 30 days, you'll get 4 free stocks, and I will also get 4 free stocks. And all that money goes 100% back into the channel, and I really appreciate anything. It helps to get the editing a little bit better, the microphone, the camera, it helps out all that stuff, and I really appreciate it a lot. But with that all being said, I hope you guys are staying humble yet never satisfied, and you guys are just killing it, in the stock market. Let me know if you guys were up last week too in the comments below. I like to hear about that and everything. So, but you all stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, yo.